G'day YouTube, how are we? So, getting hit up, people are asking me why I don't speak. And I just be straight up. I have a restraining order against me. Now, we'll leave it at that. I'm going to talk about another subject today. So, I've got a mate, and he has a dog, 6 months old, half Roddy, I don't know, whatever it is, about 6 months. Got stolen out of his back garden, yeah. About, I don't know, a month ago. Now it's chipped, got a collar, everything. So everyone knows who the owner is. He loves this dog, me mate. And I'm not going to say the suburb, but me mate loves this dog. It's like everything. He's been through a lot. He finally gets a phone call. I think it's about 2 weeks or something. It's something silly. And it's the Rangers. And they say, "Oh, we've got your puppy. We've had it." And he goes, "Oh, well, how long have you had it for?" And they're like, "Oh, mate, close to 2 weeks." He's like, and I know this guy. This guy's calm. He's a good guy. Real chilled. But when his dog's gone, he's just beside himself. Anyway, that call came through when I was at his house, so off we go. And go to the pound, right? And it makes me laugh. Because obviously he's upset. He hasn't seen his puppy, you know, he's had his baby stolen, taken. One of the few things in life that he loves, right? So his eyes are like bulging out of his head and he's like, you know, all excited. He's upset. We go there. And the Rangers won't return the puppy. And they pull me aside. Because I can hear the conversation and they say, "Well, he's dysregulated. We don't think he's a responsible owner. Like he's got a bit of a smell of booze on him. And, you know, this is a big dog. It's a lot of responsibility." And I'm like, the guy's dysregulated. He's upset and frustrated because you've got his dog. If he gets his puppy back, which he loves, you might see a different man. "Oh no, we can't do that." I mean, look at him. Does he do drugs? No. He's upset that you've got his beloved pet. His heart's breaking. Well, he's got to calm down. Okay, I'll talk to him. So I explained to him that he has to do, even though he's justified in being upset and being a little bit angry and he's worried and all these emotions, I explained to him, this is the game. Even though your soul is screaming out for your puppy and your heart is breaking, because this thing's like a kid to him. I said, "Mate, they're not going to give you your puppy back because you're coming across a little bit annoyed, upset." He's like, "Frank, they've got my dog. They've got my puppy, my baby." I'm like, "Buddy, trust me, no one cares. You've got to pretend your heart isn't broken and go against every fibre in your body and talk calmly and politely to these people because they don't understand. In fact, they think you're a bad owner. They think you're an irresponsible person. So, in a way, you kind of deserve it." So I said, "Mate, you got to be calm, yeah?" And he's nodding away. He's calm, he apologises. And they're still looking at him and they're judging him. And I'm watching this dynamic play out. And you just want to go, oi. There's a young chick behind the counter and some guy, big guy with his arms folded, rangers, whatever, pound owners or workers. And I wanted to go up to him and say, do you guys have anything you love? I'll take it and we'll see how you show up in the world. We'll see how you handle it. Because that's what he's going through. And it's a little bit cruel that you're expecting him to come here after he hasn't seen his puppy for 2 weeks and expect him to just be, I don't know, like deny his feelings and emotions. But I wouldn't do that because that'd be a thought experiment. And they're not going to do the thought experiment because it's painful. And then they're just going to make assumptions and go, well, he's an irresponsible owner, or I'm not. He's a bad guy. I'm not. Never happened to me. And so I didn't, obviously, guys. Anyway, we got in the car. He got his puppy. And he's like tearing up. This big guy, he's tearing up. And we had this conversation. He was absolutely perplexed at the stupidity of these people. They thought he was a bad guy. He's like, mate, they've had my puppy for 2 weeks. Like, it's the only thing I love in this world. Why don't they get it? It's like, people don't care. They just project and make assumptions about you. At the end of the day, like, that big guy behind the counter, he doesn't care. He's waiting until he knocks off duty, you know? He doesn't want to know that you're a good guy. And that, you know, you got robbed. The chick behind the counters is doing her job. And they have to hit the panic button and assume the worst to look after the dog. You know, so I kind of get it. But I completely understand where this guy's coming from. Me mate. Anyway, it was good to see him with his dog, you know. He was calm, he was happy, and you know, he's like, mate, I'm going to take him for a walk. And I'm like, I know where I'm not wanted, so I disappeared, yeah. That was only a few days ago. On a separate note, going for a nice little evening walk, trying to get fit, and, you know, it's good for my mental health because I've got a bit going on myself. This whole experience and that experience a couple of days ago, like seeing my mate finally get his dog, you know, and then people judging him and having to explain to him that he has to calm down and be regulated, even though he's a human being and he has to honour his feelings and emotions. He has to show up and be calm and polite, even though his heart is broken. So I wasn't going to try and preach God to him because a lot of people aren't into it, and I get it. But what I did say to him is, through all the pain that I've been through, it's brought me closer to God and Jesus Christ. It really has. It's I'm able to read Psalms and Proverbs. It's a big book, the Bible. But like all the stories in the Bible and things like that, it's very, I can identify with it. And it's brought me peace. And it kind of dawned on me about an hour ago. So I'm making the video. Why Jesus Christ, King of Kings, had to speak in parables. Like, there's God in the flesh. And he has to speak in parables to the people. Not so much his disciples, but he has to speak in parables when people are around and the crowds and that. Because if he doesn't speak in parables and he just speaks the truth plainly and blunt, he'll be punished. The Pharisees, the self-righteous people, they'll have him murdered. And they'll send their soldiers, the Roman soldiers, a well-organised army, who are just doing their job. They're not bad, they're not good, they're just doing their job. But yeah, it dawned on me why Jesus Christ had to speak in parables. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Take care, everyone. Jesus Christ loves you. And yeah. See you next time.